it's just trying to make this video just trying to outline how I would like people to go about the design process. And I'm starting off with the conceptual design, then detailed design. I'll make a separate video for that possibly, but this one I still want to show how you guys are gonna, one, design, right, from conceptual design, two, put it in CAD. Now when you have in CAD, also show you how to CAD something efficiently. I don't know if efficiently is the right word, but efficiently. When I say efficiently, the main thing that I'm trying to bring about is, I've seen this with classmates and just people in general, where you design something, and let's say now I want to change a constraint, like maybe that's another thing people have done quite poorly. Let me not get into this other point, but it's talking about constraints. But anyway, so you want to change a dimension / constraint from 10 millimeters to 20 millimeters, and because of how you designed it. Now I used to be a victim of this when I started off, when I was really starting off, when I was just getting used to the software and whatever. So someone makes a design and you just want to make something 20 mil bigger, and let's say your design is it's a literal square. Now it's breakdancing, doing some stars, doing some whatever. It's now looking weird. Now it's just because you changed one dimension. So we're trying to avoid that, because within our design process, let me wear my glasses, my eyes are sore from looking at the screen. Conceptual design, I wanted to show you guys examples of it, but I was like, let me just come up with something straight on the spot so you guys see how I go about it. So you have an idea in your head and you want to put it on CAD, right? So first, at least for me, I sketch it. Some people don't. Some people just go straight into the CAD and start doing their thing. So for me, I use a sketchbook. A sketchbook is what it is. So for me, initially, I have an idea in my head, boom, and I'm gonna show you how I go about it. So for you, like one of my old bosses used to say, there are many ways, different ways to skin a cat. I don't know why that is a saying. It's a bit gruesome when you think about it. It's a saying, but yeah, that's the English language. There are many ways to skin a cat, so there are many ways to do your design, many ways to come up with a solution. The thing for me with it's fine to have a different way of thinking about things, but there are few factors that you still need to consider when you're making it that should influence your design actually. So one, manufacturability. How are you going to manufacture this thing? Let's get into it. As I said, I'm trying to make a device, a product to hold my keys, my watches, my 2 watches, Casio watches. I have a Casio calculator as well. Casio, if you're listening to this, sponsor your boy. And hold my wallet as well as my mouth guard, sleeping mouth guard. So this is how I started off, walking it through you. People, you can do it wherever way, but for me, I first thought about, okay, what I'm gonna do to hold my watch. So I was like, okay, let me make this like little stand type thing where the watch will enter through this over here, coming in like this and coming in off. So there's a watch gonna be over here, watch gonna be over here. Then this is gonna be the base where I'll plan, because I just initially just wanted to make it like a little plate where you just throw in the keys, take them out. So yeah, that's mostly for the keys elements. Then this is like a stack. Don't know if you can see that where I kind of sketched it out and messed it up a bit and whatever. But this one is a stack where I want it to be stacked. So then I just put it in, like slot it in, right? Then this is how the overall product is going to look like, fully integrated with all these different elements that I did. So I broke down the overall problem or the idea into small manageable sections and found a way to integrate it. This is how I did it. You still need to think about, at least with this one, the manufacturing process for this one is going to be quite simple. I'm going to make it 3D printing. Although I say don't do 3D printing, but this for me, I have a 3D printer, so I can do it. But even if I wanted to make it using traditional methods, this is still very fine, because there's no crazy geometries that you're seeing over here. This is a line, this is a curve, not a curve, semicircle, whatever. English is not my first language, but like this little curve, yeah, it's a curve. Then another line. Then yeah, these are just lines, radius. So I can see how I can easily make them. In this, I actually get into or to make you appreciate more of the manufacturing process, of thinking of the manufacturing processes. How easy is this part actually going to be when making the engineering drawing, the 3D drawing? Because there's this flow line. I don't know if that's the word, but this flow away. Wow, I don't know the word to use. But there's this way things move where you model your part. After modeling your part, you have to make an engineering drawing for it, right? Sometimes referred to as a 2D drawing. And this 2D drawing is what you use to give it out to manufacturers or the workshop technicians, the people who are gonna make the part. Mostly I say it's CNC. They need to know the dimensions of everything, everything. So when you're doing the 2D drawing, that's something that I'll get into another video. I wanted to do it in this video, but I don't have time. Really don't have time. But do your model first, then a drawing, engineering drawing, then you send it off to a manufacturer, then they make it for you. Quote it, then make it for you. And obviously within this engineering drawing, I wanted to take one engineering drawing that I did before, but I can't do that. NDA. So yeah, within that engineering drawing, you specify everything that you want. The material, obviously you're showing the geometries of the part, how you want it to be made. You can even add notes to it and be like, okay, everywhere where there's no specified fillet, make it 2 mil radius or something like that. Yeah, basically it's a documentation for communication with the technician who's going to be making it. So to make a good 2D drawing, you have to envision yourself as the actual technician. And actually not that unfortunate, we did it in first year, but in first year